Hello, entrepreneurs. There are two sets of things at play when we talk about money management. There is the idea of what you plan to do before the money hits your hand, and then there's the idea of what really happens after you receive the money. When you do not write down your budget, when you do not look at it, when you don't have it in front of you, you will always do whatever hits your mind when that money comes. Many people, most people, without a written detailed budget, you spend the same money, the same exact money, multiple times. And after you realize that you don't have enough to do everything you thought you would, there comes that feeling of depression, of frustration, of anxiety, of being upset. It's not that you didn't have enough money, or it's not that you don't make enough. You may or may not. You really don't know. What you've done is that you have in your head spent the same money. You've made plans over here. You've made plans over there. You talked about doing this. You talked about doing that. And the reality is that you couldn't do everything at once. When you cannot do everything that you plan to do, and yet you still try to do it, or you try to get it done, you're gonna always be left with the feeling of not being satisfied. All I'm telling you is that it is so crucial to write down that budget. It's crucial to look at it. It is crucial to your development, to your growth, to your business, to budget your money. And that's something that is done with the bookkeeper. If you could do it, it would have already been done. Many of us, we don't hire people to handle our personal finances. Most of us feel like I don't have enough money to do that. But once you step into that entrepreneurship, into that entrepreneur arena, you need to have somebody else to help you look at it, manage, and budget. And above all, it makes you accountable. Whenever I talk to people about the bookkeeping, the first thing is the defense, because they feel like somehow it's infringing or telling them they don't know what they're doing. And that's not the case at all. It's all about making sure that you are accountable. Whenever we have somebody to whom we must be accountable, we tend to do and handle things better. That's just the nature of who we are. When I've got to answer to somebody, when I've got to say this is what I've done, then I'm going to be more intentional. Not only that, a set of outside eyes can help look at things a lot different. You'd be surprised how easy it is to have somebody else look at your same money and see areas and ways that you can handle, budget, and pay things differently than what you're doing. That's really all it's about. It's about consulting and having somebody. That's exactly what the corporation, whatever corporation you worked with, they had more than one person. They had the accounts receivable team, the accounts payable team. They had the people that did the general ledger. They had the comptroller or the controller. Somebody looking at a lot of different reports pulled together, looking at everything to make a good, solid decision. If they understood it and they were able to grow and to hire you, why would you think you could do anything less? Why would you want to do anything less? Remember, your goal was not to be strapped to this business. Your goal was to be a business owner, an employer. Well, an employer cannot be the person running around doing everything. You have to empower people to do it, and you can only empower people when you're empowered. Guess what? I say it all the time. Better business begins with better books, and better books begins with bookkeeping. If you're not doing bookkeeping, you're not doing business. And you can talk about being better in the new year, but that's really all you'll be doing is just talking. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee. We are still challenging ourselves to do better in money management. Remember on the video where I talked about budgeting and I said go make a list of what the total of all of your bills? You would be surprised how empowering and freeing that is, because you need to know, do I bring in enough to cover it, or where is my gap so that I can fill it? Let's keep talking. Bye-bye.